Hello friends, we have completed MEG 5. Now if you have taken MEG 6, that is American Literature, in your MA second year course, this video will be very useful for you because in this video we will discuss the course curriculum of American Literature. The first block in American Literature deals with the contexts of American literature. The Puritan context, the consolidation and dispersal of the Puritan utopia, the Puritans as literary artists, some other contexts of American literature, the context of the American Enlightenment. I'll make a separate video for block 1 and the subsequent blocks. When I'll make the separate video, we'll discuss these units in detail, and it will be helpful for you, and you can easily make your notes once we discuss these units. Before you join for the next class, or before I make a video for the next class and share with you, I would recommend that you go through the book of your course that is block 1, and just go through it and read it once so that it will be easier for you to grasp the concepts of block 1. In block 2, block 2 is American Fiction 1. In block 2, we will discuss The Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. It's a novel that's written by Nathaniel Hawthorne, and we'll discuss the background, the reading of the text. I would recommend that you read the novel. You can pick a Kindle edition from Amazon, or if you can find the downloadable PDF on internet, it would be good, because if you read the novel, it will be easier for you to grasp the concept, the characters and other things related to the novel. But if you don't have time and if you are not interested in reading the novel, I would recommend that you go through the summary of the book. You can find the summary easily on the internet and go through the detailed summary of the book so that you have a certain idea before we begin block 2 and discuss the novel, its characters, narrative technique and structure, and critical perspective. So this was all about block 2. Now in block 3, this is American Fiction 2, and in this again we will discuss one more novel, Huckleberry Finn, by a very celebrated author, Mark Twain, who was a comedian, but later on he became a novelist. So I would recommend that you go read the novel, but if you cannot read the novel, always a detailed summary is always helpful for you to grasp the concepts of the novel. So go through the detailed summary if you cannot read the novel. In this block, we will discuss background to Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, themes and characterization in Huckleberry Finn, language in Huckleberry Finn. That's very important because for the first time American vernacular was used in Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, and this became very popular during that time. Humor and other issues in Huckleberry Finn. So this was all about block 3. Move on to block 4. Now American prose. This is a bit theoretical, so I'll make a separate video on block 4. In fact, I'll make separate video for all blocks because all these blocks are quite difficult, and you need thorough preparation for these blocks to answer your questions in the exam. So in block 4, we will discuss revolutionary prose in America, American prose in the period of national consolidation, the other side of American romanticism, American prose around the Civil War, American prose in the post-Civil War period, that is between 1865 to 1890. Then move on to the next block. Block 5 is American Poetry 1. In this block, we will discuss Walt Whitman and Emily Dickinson. We will discuss Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass, and if possible, I will explain certain important passages from Leaves of Grass. And then Emily Dickinson, there are a couple of poems by Emily Dickinson which are important from examination point of view. So I will explain and discuss those poems in detail with you. Move on to the next block. Block 6, American Poetry 2. In this block, we will do only 3 authors that are important from examination point of view. That is Robert Frost, Wallace Stevens and Adrienne Rich. We will do the biography of the author of the poets, and then we will discuss their important poems or certain passages from their poems. Block 7 is American Short Story. There are two short stories in your course. One is the Reading and Lighted Page. It's a just one-page short story. You can reread it before we begin with block 7. And it is written by Hemingway, very celebrated and talented author. And the other story is by William Faulkner, again a Nobel Prize winner. And we will do The Beer by William Faulkner. It's quite a bit long. It's a little verbose story because William Faulkner was quite wordy in writing things. So it's a big story, or you can call it a novella. The text is given in your course, so if you want, you can go through the text before we begin with block 7. Then block 8. Block 8 is all about American drama. Introduction, The Hairy Ape and The Death of a Salesman. These are two dramas that we are going to do in block 8. Then the last block is block 9. In this block, we will discuss African American literature and one very celebrated novel written by African American author Toni Morrison, The Bluest Eye. So she was, in fact, I believe, the first African American woman who received a Nobel Prize in literature in America, from America. So we'll discuss The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. So this was the course curriculum of MEG 6, and I'll share the first video with you very soon. That's the end of this video, and if you need help and guidance to crack IGNOU exams or tips and tricks to get good marks, you can join my Telegram channel. I have given the link in the description. You can go to click the link below and join my channel, and you can question your queries there, write down your queries there, and I will be very happy to answer your queries. That's it for today. See you guys soon. Take care. Bye.